Shabbat Shalom, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. All right. I am running solo tonight. The rabbi is in, I think it's San Antonio, somewhere in Texas. He is at his 50th high school reunion. So Ryan is back. Ryan graduated high school last year, and so we were talking a little bit about what it would be like in 50 years going to a reunion. And so I thought that might be an interesting way to frame the service tonight. Tonight we're going to hear Jared chant a little bit from Ha'azinu. This is the last portion in the Torah. Next week we have the Sukkot holiday portion, and then the week after we're on to Bereshit in the next part of our Torah. In between that time, we're on a Wednesday, 2 weeks. We're going to be having Simchat Torah. When we roll the scroll back, we hear the last portion, we hear the first portion, and we get to kind of do it all again. But this portion is one of my very, very favorite because there's a lot to say about it. I'll talk about it after Jared kind of shares his pieces of it. But it's a nice reminder that it takes more than one person to really build something worth reaching. So, take a deep breath. Let whatever you had in your week that was difficult go, and try to hold on to something that might have been pretty good. There might have been some repenting, or some maybe you need to repent because you ate food too early. We had to remind some of our youngsters not to jump to the break to the fast before the service was over. I remember being that youngster. We're on page 124. I'm only wearing this because the live stream that we have going on, now all of our services are live streamed, and we found a lot of success there. So if you want to, you can turn around and say hi to our friends up at the camera. If you don't want to, they can't even see you guys, so no worries. I didn't know we were watched in Germany. Wow. Wow. How about that? That's pretty incredible. So we're on page 124. June, will you read for us? Either reading.
We enter this sanctuary to welcome Shabbat. Within these walls, we sit surrounded by numberless generations. Our ancestors built the synagogue, a visible sign of God's presence in their midst. Throughout our long history and our endless wanderings, it has endured, a beacon of truth, love, and justice for all humanity. Its presence guided our ancestors to lives of righteousness, holding up to them a vision of their truest selves. Now we, in our turn, come into this sanctuary to affirm the sacredness of our lives. May we enter this place in peace. May holiness wrap around us as we cross its threshold. Weariness, doubt, the flaws within our human hearts, the harshness of the weak, let these drop away at the door. In the brightness of Shabbat, let peace settle upon us as we lift our hearts in prayer.
On page 120, can we have one person volunteer to light the candles and another one to do a reading for us?
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Amen. Page 128. Sometimes we have to look for the little things in life. And we have to let the words, the Hebrew words, kind of pass over us. So we sing Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. It might be hard to see, but how lovely today is. Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Hine ma tovu manahim, shevet achim gam yachad. 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 So growing up, I didn't really know much liturgy, but I always knew this prayer for some reason. And later on in life, it clicked why I knew this prayer so well. It's because I paid attention the most in the beginning of a service. And it also underscored how important it is to be together. So often we think we might want time alone, and then when we get that time alone, all we want is other people around. Have you ever had that situation happen? Maybe you appreciate your aloneness for a minute, or maybe you appreciate your aloneness for the whole time. But I've been thinking about that lately, how important it is to be together, and how important it is that all of us are here tonight on a night that you didn't necessarily need to come to temple, but you chose to come to temple. And there's something really special about that energy and that dynamic here. And so, to that end, I think it might be nice if we just introduce ourselves. Feel free to say something about yourself if you'd like, but you don't have to. But Jen, let's start with you, if that's okay. Not for long, Jamie. Not for long. Hi. Hi.
Jim.
I'm Ryan. I'm Jared.
Nikki and Bob, grandparents of Jared and Ryan.
Nice to have you here again. Absolutely. Great. And I think that must mean that the door person is Roy. Yes, Roy, thank you for greeting. I don't know if you knew that you were going to be doing that when you came to shul tonight, but we're really grateful to have you. And maybe I saw your parents at some point too? Were they here? No?
No way.
Okay, I imagine seeing your parents. It was nice to see them, I guess. So Shabbat is here. We're ready to let the week go, and we're ready to kind of move on. Page 138, L'chadodi. L'chadodi likrat kala P'nei Shabbat nikabela Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad Hishmianu el hamyochad Adonai echad u'shmo echad L'shem u'tiferet v'litila l'chadodi Likrat kala p'nei Shabbat nekabela L'chadodi Likrat kala p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Verse 5. Hitoreri, kiva orech, kumi uri, shir daberi. Kivod Adonai alayich niglal lechadodi likrat kala p'nei Shabbat nekabela lechadodi likrat kala p'nei Shabbat nekabela. If you are able, please rise and face the entrance as we welcome the Sabbath bride. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha uzot hola toch emunei am segula. Boi chala lechadodi likrat kala p'nei Shabbat nekabela lechadodi. Please turn around if you wish. Likrat kala, and you can sit down too. Shabbat nekabela. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. That section of the service was meant to warm us up. I hope that you're warm a little bit. If you're not warm, I invite you at this moment to take a second for yourself. Page 144, Chatzi Kadesh. Yitkadav, Yitkadash Shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divrach hirotei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon u'vyom echon u'chayei dechol beit Yisrael bagala bagala uvizman kariv ve'imeru Yehi shmei rabba mevarach la'alam ulam me'almaya yitbarach yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitale v'yithalal shemei kudesha la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma ve'imeru. Please rise for Baruch Hu. Yai rai rai yai rai 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 yai rai 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 Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Page 149. Jamie, will you read for us?
Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and life, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows.
Baruch Ata Adonai Ma'ariv Aravim. Page 150. Avad Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Amcha Torah u'mitzvot Chukim u'mishpatim Otanu lemadeta Hakin Adonai Eloheinu b'shochbeinu uvkumenu nasiach b'chukecha v'nizmach b'divrei toratecha u'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki hein chayeinu ve'orech yameinu uvahem nege yomam balayla ve'ahavadcha al tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael Ohev Amo Yisrael. Page 152. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Please be seated. So another thing Ryan and I were talking about before services was how much we appreciated some of the different prayers that are out there. He's been going to one of the Hillels, and it's been interesting seeing the different ways that people pray. And the Ve'ahavta is one of those prayers for me that I appreciate hearing in the Hebrew. I appreciate listening to it in English as well, but I appreciate really looking at the words. I don't know a ton about Hebrew, but I do know some pieces. The piece that I really like is actually in English, and if you'll look ahead before we recite the prayer, it's the 4th line down. Impress them upon your children. As someone who works in the school, runs the school here, as someone who has my own children, as someone who's starting to understand a little bit about how life works, I'm starting to notice that any kind of legacy that any of us have is through the people who come after us. And it leaves me wondering how we're preparing those people to continue that legacy and what kind of tools we're giving them. So, if you want to think a little bit about that, along with the ways that we might love God and show our love for God, on page 154, Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu ha'devarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha u'v'lechtecha v'derech u'v'shochbecha u'v'kumecha u'kshartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot betecha u'visharecha leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim le'elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti atchem me'eretz Mitzrayim Lihiot lachem le'Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem. On page 155, can we read together? Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work. Whether you are tired or you are rested, let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot, so you can be holy for God. I am Adonai, your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai, your God. And actually, that's something that God talks about, or Moses talks about in Moses' final address to the people. There's a lot of alluding to different things that have happened over the course of the Torah. But one of the big things that Moses is kind of talking about is you weren't necessarily there, people. These people who are about to go into Israel weren't the same people who were able to get out of slavery. Some time has passed over that time. So maybe those people were like the grandparents, and these people are like the grandchildren, or a little bit more than that. And you can imagine, even in our world, as we move farther away from big events, how different people tend to kind of move away from it. We don't understand it as deeply as maybe someone who lived a little closer to that time. And so it's really interesting that we move from this respect for God, this showing of love for God, and really a physical kind of expression for loving God. And then the next thing that we do is talk about our freedom and redemption. So on page 157, Kayla, will you read for us? Your choice.
Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before we stood at Sinai's foot. That wherever we go, it is eternal Egypt. That there is a better place, a promised land. That the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness. That there is no way to get from here to there, except by joining hands, marching together.
Page 158. So whatever your wilderness is, if it's been the same wilderness your whole life, or if you've gone through many wildernesses, I hope that you're able to see the other side. Yai dai dai da dai da 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 dai yai dai da da dai da 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 dai dai yai dai da dai da dai da 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 dai yai dai 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 yai dai 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 Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai Mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh Nora tehilot osef eleh Nora tehilot osef eleh Malechutzecha ra'uvanecha Bohokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam זה אלינו ואמרו, זה אלינו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. Page 160 and 161. I love a good worship service because it gets me to think about why things are put in these places. We go from freedom, from love for God and physical expression of love for God to freedom, and suddenly we're asking God to kind of protect us while we're sleeping, when we lay our head down. And it makes sense. We're tired. We've been running for a long time. And so it's really interesting that Noah Aronson came up with this next expression of this song, which talks all about letting there be love for other people and respect and letting other people sleep well. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Hashkivenu Leshalom. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Page 162. Does anybody have a favorite Shabbat tradition? Something they like to do on Shabbat? You might not do it every Shabbat, but maybe it's something you like to do on Shabbat if you have the choice. Yeah, right.
I like going to dinner with my friends on Shabbat.
Nice. I like to make challah on Shabbat. I don't often do it, barely ever, but when I do, it really brings me a lot of joy. And I've been trying to mess around with some recipes recently, so once they're good enough for here, I'll bring one in. Don't worry. So then let me pose the question a little bit differently. Is there anything that you do to unwind, or separate from the day, or the week, or the month, or the year? Maybe you came to Rosh Hashanah services or Yom Kippur services. But is there something that you can like palpably say that is your tradition, your thing? Hopefully you do. And even if you're not able to say it in this moment or don't choose to share. But if you don't, I encourage you to find something. Find something. Because that's what the Vishamar is all about. Reminding ourselves that we didn't necessarily need to be here. God made us. And God told us to remember that we were made in 6 days. And on the 7th day we needed to rest. We just didn't say what kind of rest we needed. So it's up to you to figure it out what that is. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lason et ha-Shabbat ledoretam berit olam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lazon et ha-Shabbat ledoretam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti leolam, oti leolam, oti leolam. Veshamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lazot et ha-Shabbat ledoretam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim v'et haaretz veshamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat ledoretam berit olam. I have one more favorite Shabbat tradition I want to share with you. Every time we sing this song, I look over at the rabbi and he claps and I play. And it's one of my favorite things to do. So in honor of the rabbi not being here, hopefully we can clap on this last one and bring a smile to his face when he watches the live stream. Uvayom hashvi shavat vayinafash, shavat vayinafash, shavat vayinafash. Veshamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lazot et ha-Shabbat ledoretam berit olam. One more time. Veshamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lazot et ha-Shabbat ledoretam berit olam. Thank you to the percussion section. We're on page 164 for Tefillah, also known as the heart of our worship service, also known as the chance to breathe, another section of our service. So before we move into this section, I encourage you to take a deep breath. And then if you are able, please rise. Adonai. Ananana svatai tita. Ananana ufiagi. Ufiagi tehilatecha. Ananana Adonai. Ananana svatai tivta. Ananana ufiagi. Ufiagi tehilatecha. Ananana Adonai. Ananana svatai tita. Ananana ufiagi. Ufiagi tehilatecha. Page 166. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor V'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'zocher chaste avot ve'imahot umevi geula livnei v'neihem ma'an shemo be'ahava melech ozer u'moshia u'magin Baruch atah Adonai Magin Avraham Bezrat Sarah. Page 168. Atagi bor le'olam Adonai Mechaye hakol ata rav lohoshia morid hatal mechalkel chayim bechesed mechaye hakol berachamim rabim somech noflim berofei cholim umatir asurim umekayim emunato Lishenei afar michamocha bal gevurot umido melach melech mimid umechayeh umatzmiach Yeshua v'ne'eman atah lehachayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechaye hakol. Page 170. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha sela. Baruch ata Adonai ha'el hakadosh. Please be seated. Page 173. Roy, would you like to read for us? Would you like to read 173, either reading? Your choice.
Disturb us, Adonai, ruffle us from our complacency. Make us dissatisfied in the peace of ignorance, the quietude which arises from the shunning of the horror, the defeat of bitterness, and the poverty, physical and spiritual, of feeling. Shock us, Adonai, deny to us false Shabbat, which gives us the delusion to satisfaction in a world of war and hatred. Wake us, O God, and shake us from the sweet and sad poignancies rendered by half-forgotten melodies and moved prayers of yesteryears. Make us know that the border of the sanctuary is not the border of living, and the walls of your temple are not shelters from the winds of truth, justice, and reality. Disturb us, O God, and vex us. Let not your Shabbat be a day of torpor and slumber. Let it be a time to be stirred and spurred to action.
Baruch Atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. On page 176, as a group, let's read together. We acknowledge with thanks that you are Adonai, our God, and the God of our ancestors forever. You are the rock of our lives and the shield of our salvation in every generation. Let us thank you and praise you for our lives which are in your hand, for our souls which are in your care, for your miracles that we experience every day, and for your wondrous deeds and favors at every time of day, evening, morning, and noon. O good one, whose mercies never end, O compassionate one, whose kindness never fails, we forever put our hope in you. For all these things, O sovereign, let your name be forever praised and blessed. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha, ulecha na'eh lehodot. I'm wondering if anybody here has ever felt in their heart like they wanted to curse. Either curse out loud with your words or curse with your actions. Or I'm thinking about when we choose to be curses and when we choose to be blessings. Sometimes we choose to not be our best in a moment. And it really is a choice. Sometimes we think we're triggered by certain things. But no, we choose to react the way that we do. It's a choice. Sometimes it's not conscious, but it is a choice. Which is why I wanted to kind of talk about this here. On page 178, we're going to sing Shalom Rav, and we're going to have some silent prayer. And when we come back, we're going to sing Oseh Shalom. All of these are about peace. The important thing is that we have peace. And so I think that the question I have for all of us is, when the time comes, do we want to have peace? Or do we want to be right? Or do we want to get our way? Or is there a way to live together? Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasi Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasi Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol eir ubechol shah bishlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Say shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Well, if you're keeping track, we are on to the part 4 of our service. We warmed up a little bit. We had Shema and its blessings, the Baruch Hu and such, and we had Tefillah. And now we're on to the 4th section of our service. Does anybody want to guess what that is? I bet Jared knows. Torah service. Seder Kriyat HaTorah starts on page 362. 364, sorry. And it would be helpful if somebody wanted to come help undress. Will the two of you come help undress the Torah for us? Yes. Tonight, Jared is chanting for us out of Deuteronomy, right? And like I mentioned, this is the last portion of the Torah that we're going to see. It's literally right at the end, and I'll have, if you want a chance to come see it up a little bit closer, you can see that there's really kind of hard to hold up. It makes you scared to maybe drop it a little bit. Page 364, please rise. Ki mitzion tetzei Torah, Ki mitzion tetzei Torah, udevar Adonai miYerushalayim, Susharim Rakeh, wait, Usu Pitchei Olam, Yavo Melech HaKavod, Mihu Ze Melech HaKavod, Adonai Tzevarot, Hu Melech HaKavod Selah. So in case you're wondering, or you haven't been a part of a Torah service before, there's a whole piece of what we're doing here that honors the Torah, because these are sacred words. So there's a few prayers before, we read a little bit, and then we walk the Torah around. Our custom is that you can use your siddur, touch the Torah, and then kiss the book, or kiss your hand, or kiss somebody who's standing next to you with the Torah. There's all sorts of stuff, different ways you can do it. If you're wearing a talit, you can also touch as well. In this scroll is the secret of our people's life from Sinai until now. Its teaching is love and justice, good and hope. Freedom is its gift to all who treasure it. We're on page 366. Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah. Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah. Le'amo Yisrael Bekedushato. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai echad, echad Eloheinu, gadol Adonenu, kadosh shemo, gadlul Adonai iti, unerumama shemo yachdav. Do you want to carry it around? Yeah, thanks. Lecha Adonai hagedula, v'hagevura, v'hatiferet, v'hanetzach v'chahod, ki ho b'shamayim u'va'aretz, ki ho b'shamayim u'va'aretz, lecha Adonai hamamlacha, tamid na'aseh v'chol erosh. Lo yisa goy el goy cherev, v'lo yemendu od milchama. Lo yisa goy el goy cherev, v'lo yemendu od milchama. Lo yisa goy el goy cherev, v'lo yemendu od milchama. Lo yisa goy el goy cherev, v'lo yemadu od milchama. Please be seated. Like I mentioned, it's very, very, very small at the end here. Even though our cabinet's having a little bit of a problem here. Great. In fact, it's so small over here that we do need somebody to hold it, so thank you so much. So Jared is here.
Hello.
If you don't know Jared Silverman, I take a lot of pride in Jared. I remember tutoring Jared for his bar mitzvah as I was about to move from my house. We were doing it on FaceTime. He was sitting in my chair here. We were making it work. It was great times. I'm really proud to see you come up here. In the anniversary, is this the anniversary of your bar mitzvah as well?
Yeah.
How many years?
3.
3 years. Wow. Give or take, right? Hard to believe. So we're in Deuteronomy 23.
32.
32. Thank you. But who's counting? God is probably counting. But we do need some people up here for the Aliyah. If you haven't come up for an Aliyah before, no worries. You're just not supposed to say the prayer if you're under the age of the bar mitzvah age. I think everybody here is cleared or has had. Yeah. So if you'd like to come up and not say the blessing, that's fine. Anything that you'd like to do to come on up and see the Torah, but we need at least some people up here in order for Jared to have to start an Aliyah and start chanting from the Torah. The blessings are on page 368 if you'd like to follow along.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher barecha bani b'chol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Notin HaTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Ha'azinu hashamayim v'adabera v'tishma ha'aretz imrefi. Yarov kamatar lichi tizal katal imrati kisirim ale deshe v'chirvivim ale esev. Ki Shem Adonai Ekra Havu Godel Eloheinu
Atzur tamim polo, ki chol drachav mishpat, el emunah ve'ein avel, tzadik ve'yashar hu, shichet lo banav mumam, dor ikesh uftalto. Hal Adonai tigmelu zot, am naval velo chacham, halohu avicha kanecha, hu asecha vayechonecha. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. There it is. There it is. There it is. I think many of you have been to worship services here before. We say the words Yasher Koach. May you go forward in strength. And Jared, honestly, it's always strong. It's always, always strong. So together we say Yasher Koach. Very well done. Kol HaKavod. On page 370, we are going to dress the Torah and then put it back on the stand. And and before we do that, actually, if anybody else wants to come up and look, it's kind of a neat part in the Torah where usually it's lined up in certain columns. But this time it's different, so I didn't want to force anybody to come up, but it's pretty neat that it looks a lot different. If anybody there we go. There we go. All we needed was one. I knew other people would come up. So usually we're looking at about 3 or 4. If you can scroll out there, you can see that the columns are kind of specific in how they're set up. Here, it's split.
Why?
Jared, why?
Because it's a song. Yeah.
So they call this Moses' sort of like swan song or his farewell address, but they talk about it or refer to it as a song, which is interesting because I don't think it was actually sung. There's debate about how it was delivered, but it gets you thinking a little bit about how different mediums can affect you in different ways, and how if somebody's going away, sometimes the songs can be a little more powerful. So, Jared, that was very well done. And thank you to all of you who were willing to come up and check it out. This is our Holocaust scroll. This is over 250 years old. Actually, it's a little older than that now. It's originally from Czechoslovakia, which doesn't exist anymore. So what we're going to do here is, great. So everyone can go back to their seats. Thank you. And please stay standing. We're on page 370. And I've got it. And we're going to sing Vizot HaTorah as we dress the Torah. Vizot HaTorah Asher Sam Moshe Livnei B'nei Yisrael Api Adonai. Other way. V'yad. Other way. Other way. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Okay. Please be seated. It's only a little nerve-wracking, everybody. Don't worry. Something was going to happen. Okay. Whew. Thank you to all of our Torah helpers. I appreciate it. So, like I said, we're in Ha'azinu. And if you're interested, later during the Oneg, my sister, who's a rabbi, sent me a bunch of these commentary books. There's 5 of them, one for each book of the Torah. And in it, there's all sorts of commentary about different things that happen, shocker, from the name, happen in the Torah. And we were looking at it before. It almost goes verse by verse and gives you maybe a reason that things are happening. But I wanted to read to you this swan song and let you hear it for yourself. Tell me what you think. Give ear, O heavens, let me speak. Let the earth hear the words I utter. May my discourse come down as the rain, my speech distill as the dew, like showers on young growth, like droplets on the grass. For the name of the Lord I proclaim, give glory to our God. The rock, his deeds are perfect. Yeah, all his ways are just. A faithful God, never false, true and upright is God. Children unworthy of God, that crooked, perverse generation, their baseness has played him false. Do you thus requite the Lord, O dull and witless people? Is not God the Father who created you, fashioned you, and made you endure? That's what Jared chanted for us. There were times that I substituted in this version God when they chose to make it a masculine form. Different people take different liberties in that way. But I wanted to ask anybody, did that sit a little bit interesting with anybody? Did anything pop out to you as you were listening to it? Yeah, right.
It seemed like there was a lot of imagery in it.
Yeah.
Which is not usually what we see with verse.
Yeah, exactly. And it makes you think about why it looks different in the Torah. Often the Psalms are imagery, are images. Also, things in Haftarah, things that the prophets say, are usually said in a little more poetic of a manner. In the Torah, it's usually said pretty straightforward, and having a lot of different ideas around it. Other things that might have popped out at you. I noticed this piece, that it says, children unworthy of God, that crooked, perverse generation, their baseness has played him false. And when I looked in the book, in the commentary, I couldn't really imagine which generation they were talking about. What generation has been so bad? We've all kind of been bad. It's hard to know who's been the worst. And then I remembered who was the worst. Does anybody remember who the worst generation was? Good guess. Good guess. I'll give you a hint. They don't exist anymore. Why not? Those were the people who drowned in the flood when God decided that the grand experiment of humanity was going to end, and that, you might remember the story of Noah building this big ship, and God put the rainbow in the sky and said, never again will I try to kill my people, my children. Will I kind of give up on them? What I noticed about this portion that I really, really like is technically the portion before this, before High Holidays started. We're seeing Moses getting told by God that Moses isn't getting into the Promised Land. And I love this portion because it's heartbreaking. Could you imagine finding out that you're not even the daughter or the son of these people in this house, that you live in, this grand kingdom that's yours, that you thought you kind of were born into, but you're not part of that family. And then you go and you try to break out into slavery, and you're still having a hard time finding your voice there too. So you have your brother Aaron and your sister Miriam, and Moses is trying Moses' best to kind of like make it all work, and suddenly they're out in the middle of the desert, and there's no food, and everybody's mad. That's pretty much what happened. And then the journey up Sinai, and then the journey down, and there were a lot of journeys up and down and up and down and up and down, that God said, now go tell the people this. And then the people, they would go up and down and up a lot of times. So you can imagine how exhausted Moses is by this time. And that's why I really like this portion, because it reminds us that it's not about the one person doing the work. It's about the one person doing some of the work and then empowering the next person, Joshua, to know what to do. Because Moses wasn't even allowed in Israel. Moses could only stand at the top of a mountaintop and watch as they went in. And that was like the best plea deal he could get from God. And so I really think a lot about, specifically about Temple Habonim with this portion, because it doesn't just take one person. It takes more than one person, and oftentimes several of us to make anything worth it. So when I talk about Hinei Matov in the beginning of the service, and now being all together at this point, it's really poignant. Other thoughts before we move on? Great. We're on page 371. As we think about people who might in need of healing, if that person is you today, or you are one of the people, please don't forget to say your own name. And if there's anyone else that you're thinking about in between the verses, please feel free to say their name aloud or in your heart. Mi sheberach avotenu mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. If there's anyone you're thinking about in this moment, please feel free to share. Mi sheberach imotenu mekor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Temple is all about community. And the more I grow up, the more I realize that's truly, in some ways, almost all of it, is being together with each other in the times that are hard and the times that are great. Like when I found out that Jamie's dad was putting out a book, and I felt like it was my dad put out a book. I was so excited. It's wonderful. Does anybody have a Shehechianu moment? Officially, in a Shehechianu moment is being able to reach this season, being able to still be alive, to get to experience something, often for the first time. Jared.
Well, this might not be where you're expecting this to go, but I played in my first varsity golf match on Tuesday.
Wow. I didn't know you played golf. That's wonderful. How did it go?
I didn't play very well, but it was a good time.
But you were alive to reach the day.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Others? Jen.
I gave a lecture today at Roger Williams University, and I've never given a lecture to a college class
Wow, that's wonderful. Was it a little nerve-wracking?
I was a little nervous at the beginning, but it was a wonderful class. No one was on their phones. That's how I know it was successful.
Breaking stereotypes all over the place. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Others?
I got a necklace from my late grandmother recently. Finally found a chain to put it on. So, my grandmother's probably
That's so wonderful. Well, my Shehechianu moment is that we had 750 people in and out of this building on Rosh Hashanah. On each day, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, we had people parking on the lawn. It's a bit of a mess sometimes, but somehow it's a controlled mess, and we do it really well. And so I wanted to publicly thank Jody, who kind of like just does a ton around here, but isn't here on a Friday night, so might not know her necessarily. But she works in the office, is our office basically, and a friend, and she's worked really hard. And so I don't know. I guess my Shehechianu moment is being able to kind of be part of the team. June.
Just wanted to express the most gratitude for you and Rabbi Klein for such a fabulous high holiday service season. My heart was just so full for both holidays. We're so blessed to have both of you here.
Thank you. I feel the same way about all of you. I think we are really all blessed to have each other. And yes. Others, please share more good things. Yeah, I can. Wedding planning. Yes, very exciting. Big day is a long time from now or a little bit of time from now?
Not completely decided yet.
Great. Oh, I like that. Yeah, right? Ambiguity. I'm the same way, Kayla. I get it. I totally get it. Oh, that's great. Others? Right.
This guy's third anniversary of his bar mitzvah.
It's incredible. It's incredible. Pretty soon you'll be singing songs for other people and remembering your bar mitzvah like 28 years ago or something like that. Some ridiculous amount of time. Well, I am grateful that all of us are still around here to be able to see today and to be able to enjoy firsts in our lives and good things, even the things we don't necessarily know are happening. 6:48, Shehechianu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu azman hazeh Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh Amen. Page 374. Please rise as we prepare to put the Torah back in the ark. Eitz Chaim hi lemachazikim ba v'tomcheha meushar deracheha darchei noam v'chol netivoteha shalom Hashivenu Adonai Elecha v'nashuva Chadesh Yameinu Kekedem. Thank you so much. Please be seated. Oh, I'm sorry. No, don't be seated. Don't be seated. We're on page 586 as we begin to conclude our service. Section 5. Section 5. 586. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol Latet Kilula Liotse Reish middle ones and lo asanu kigoye ha'aratzot velo samanu kamishbechot ha'adama shelo sam chelkenu kahem vegoralenu kechol hamonam v'anachnu korim Umishachavim umodim Livnei melech malchei hamlachim Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Please be seated. Page 591. V'nema v'haya Adonai L'melech al kol haaretz Bayom hahu, Yihye Adonai Echad. Hu Shemo Echad. Page 598. And this time we think about people who are no longer with us, people who have died this year, people who have died in past years, people who have died from senseless gun violence or terrorism, people who have died in unnecessary ways that didn't need to happen. We're remembering people, but we're not sad. We're grateful for their life, and we're remembering them in all the things that they were. And so if there's someone that you're remembering tonight, we do have a recent death. Beverly Wolfson, mother of our Vice President Ivan Wolfson, in the third week of Shloshim. We also have a yortzeit, Ruth Poses, mother of Roy Poses. If anyone else is observing a yortzeit or would like to say the name of someone they're thinking about in this moment. When we say our beloved's names, people that we remember, we keep their spirit alive. We remember that they lived, they had a life, and that life has rubbed off on us and helped us be the person that we are today. And as is our Reform custom, we stand in community for all of those who have no one left to stand and say Kaddish for them. Please rise. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah be'alma divarach hirotei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach la'alam ul'almei almayah. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudesha brichu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, ta'amiran be'alma ve'emru, amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shamaya, ve'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'emru, amen. Ose shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'emru, amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to all of us and to all of Israel, to which we say amen. Please be seated. Ose shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. So we have some exciting upcoming events. I want to make it very, very clear that we have Sukkot and Simchat Torah, and they are on Wednesdays, which is when our religious school students will be here. But it's not just for the religious school. Anyone is welcome. In fact, everyone is welcome. And the more the merrier. And then I can take a picture of everybody, and it'll be a great time, all of us together. In the next couple weeks, it's all in the bulletin. If you need a bulletin, there's some right out in the front on the main table. But the number one thing I wanted to make sure I mentioned is on Sunday, we don't have any Sunday school. Sorry. Right? Yes. But on Monday, Columbus Day, or otherwise known as Indigenous Peoples Day, we have changed it. Yeah, I know. Google changed it for us. So Town Hall is hosting a Barrington Day of Caring. 130 people participated last year, and the idea is that you have a talent. We don't necessarily know what that talent is. Hopefully it's some type of handiwork somewhere. But a lot of people here in town have a need and aren't necessarily able to kind of speak up about what those needs are. So they match people with the talents to work and do just random odd jobs for people for a couple hours on Monday. And hopefully we're going to have a lot more people this year. But it's across all faiths, all people, and it's just people doing good stuff for other people. So if you'd like to be a part of that, I think sign-up is over, but you can show up at Town Hall at noon on Monday. I'll be there, and Lisa Denny, our social action chair, as well as other people from our temple will be there. Many people from Bikti, maybe? A few? Okay, great. From our youth group, Bikti. So a lot of good stuff coming up, and a lot of good stuff in the future. Check out your bulletin. Does anybody else have an announcement? I always feel like I'm forgetting something. No? Okay, great. On page 123, Ryan and Jared, do you want to come up and do Kiddush and Motzi for us?
Yes, sir.
Great. Kiddush is on 123, Motzi is on 606. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat hodsho v'ahava uvratzon inchilanu Zikaron lemaase bereshit ki hu yom tehila lemikra kodesh zecher letziyad mitzrayim kivanu b'chata lotanu ki Baruch Yeah, it's definitely one. You could tell from his face. Page 606, Motzi.
Baruch Adonai Eloheinu
melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. B'tei avon. Page 649. We're going to end. With a reminder that all of us are blessings, even those of us who come home from college, even those of us who are going to be going to college soon, even those of us who are here doing papers. All of us are here together. May we be blessed as we go on our way. May we be guided in peace. May we be blessed with health and joy.